Hi everyone. My name is Jessica and this is my concept map. So I chose this metaphor because on Prezi it was called Harmony, and I thought it fit really well because all these different leadership theories have such different processes, but they all work towards the same thing, which is leadership. So that's why I chose this setup. I split it up between leader-centered, follower-centered, and both. So yeah, I'll just go through some stuff really fast. Okay, so leadership. There are many definitions of leadership, as you'll learn from this concept map. However, my definition of leadership is when someone leads a group of people toward a common goal. This occurs in many of the leadership theories included in my presentation. So leader-centered approaches, I have trait approach, skills approach, leadership ethics, behavioral approach, authentic leadership, and team leadership. And off to the side, I have all the descriptions and stuff. So yeah, I think I resonate really well with some of these, like the skills approach. I just think in the authentic leadership, I just think those ones focus well on the leader and are very straightforward. And I like the idea of the authentic leadership because I like when my leaders are real, genuine, and authentic. So yeah, this is just information about all the different approaches. Like I said, I like authentic leadership, and some of these do focus like a little bit on the follower too. I don't want to like set in stone that they are for one or the other because a lot of them do focus on both, but a lot of them focus more on the leader than the follower than the leader. Um, so yeah, it just depends. And then these are what I have for the follower-centered leadership theories. So I have servant leadership, transformational leadership, and adaptive leadership. I think these are super important, and I like how they are centered on the follower rather than the leader because I feel like there are so many ones that are centered around the leader. But I really like transformational leadership because servant leadership. I really like transformational leadership because leaders are there to help their followers transform. For the follower, this approach involves assessing followers' motives, satisfying their needs, and treating them as full human beings. And I just think that's really good for followers to have a leader like that, as sometimes it's very important for leaders to have, or followers to have that influence in their lives. And I think that's just a really good way to lead people. The same with adaptive leadership. I think it's important for people to change and adjust to new circumstances like adaptive leadership sets out to do. And then the approaches that I have for both leader and follower centered, I have situational approach, path goal theory, the LMX theory, gender and leadership, and culture and leadership. This one was kind of hard because, like I said earlier, they're like both. A lot of them are both follower and leader, and it was hard to like decide which category to put these under. But I thought it was interesting to learn about gender and leadership and culture and leadership. We'll get to that. Situational approach. I think the LMX theory is also very interesting because there's so much focus on both leaders and followers. Leaders should develop high quality exchanges with other followers rather than just a few. And then it also focuses on followers' attention on the unique relationships that leaders can create with individual followers. So here it's focusing on what leaders should do and how followers can connect with those relationships. Yeah, gender and leadership was hard to put in a category too because, I mean, it focuses on both followers and leaders because people, well, obviously this is about like what gender is in a leadership role, but also like people follow their leaders differently depending on their gender. So I thought that was really interesting to learn about. And yeah, that's my presentation. And thank you for watching or listening, I guess.